Welcome back to The Sims 4, where I'm showing off one of my buildings. This is my Elvish styled inspired building, and I really like it actually. I had a lot of fun building this. Now this is not in the traditional style shape building or anything like that, so I had to come out here. So if we go to a top view and we go into build mode to view it, and we press the T, you can see it's more of a V-shape building. I placed some plants around it, so you'll be able to download this off the community. By the time this video goes up, I've not placed it up yet. So if we come out with the T mode, let's go in and have a look at, let's go back into normal mode and have a look at some of the details I put in here. So I put a few lamps in the front, which are really nice. I love this at night time. I'm going to show you that in a bit. And there's a pathway here with the stones and some pebbles over there, and the groundwork. As it's an elvish style building, I thought, you know, the elves live in the woods, so make it more leafy. I put a few flowers in there as well, a lot of detail, and a few bushes around the house. So it has quite a few balconies, so at least 3 balconies, and then I guess you can kind of class that as something else. I went for this type of wooden fence because it looked a bit more fantasy style, and that was the whole point of it. Now, my inspiration for this was from, I googled, imaged for hours. You know, searching fantasy styled housing, medieval styled housing, and I finally typed in elven style and found one, and it's basically like this but straight across, and I just took the major details like the balconies on top and around the edges and then adapted it to my own means. Now this was a pain in the backside to get, and I did that by, if we go to build mode, if we come to the floors and you see this flat round floor, I don't want to delete anything, but anyway, it's 3 of them combined. See, that would fit there perfectly like that, and then I've squished it in a bit, and then I've rotated this around so that's there and squished in a bit, and it's the same for this side. And then I mimicked that on the other side as well, and for the balcony up here I did the same. Hang on, let me just grab this bush. Let's move these 2 bushes to the front. There's plenty of space out the back here. So for this part I did yeah, it's that, and then all I did was I pulled it, I think I pulled it into, I think there's just 1 on each side. This is the biggest pain ever, 1 on each side, and then what I did was I got a wall, drew a wall there and around. Basically what you do is just make a room, so that becomes a room. Oops, no, let's undo that part. We need to come here, so this then becomes a room, and you take your sledgehammer, knock the sides off, knock down your wall, and then grab it, and you can move it into position like that, just exactly like that. And then if you want, you can rotate it using your arrow keys, and then it's the same on this side. So let's now just undo all of that. I wish there was a way to go back completely and move them back into place, nice and easy. I always go back. I always press back. So I placed a few details on the front as well in these. This room was a pain in the backside. I'll do that. Talk about that later. So a bit of a flower plot here. This should have been a balcony as well, but because as you can see on the inside, when you're in the outside view, not when you're on the inside. If we go on the inside view, oh, actually, when you're in live mode, you don't see these come through, but when you're in build mode, you do. There's my guy playing on his phone. I just needed to make sure he could get up here because of the roofs. But yeah, this was a pain. So basically how I did that was, as I once again just got like, I had to draw it actually on the angle. So that's basically what I did. Was it 2? I think it's just 2. Drew it out, kind of like this, just a square. Not that. No. Just drew a square. You know, dragged it up here and extended it out. But I had a problem because we have to go to live mode a second. If we zoom in a bit and press tab, can we see anything? Well, you can see it there in between the windows. Hang on. Here. And it's actually this going all the way around the building. But I just need to see it better. We should be able to see it somewhere. Oh, it's disappeared from here. Great job. But you can see it underneath. I need to replace that. you have to create little little rooms technically to do that. So if we come down or go up here and remove the walls, you can see these little triangles all along the outside. They're creating rooms so we can, here's the trim. So we can create the trim along the edge. And let me get my eyedropper so I can do that. And it won't let me place it. Are you kidding me? Won't let me place it there. Is it the same on all four sides? It is. It's because this room's in the way. But I can't remedy that actually. I'd have to create lots of little triangles and it's going to be a pain in the backside. But yeah, I created this trim all along the outside, so I had to create little rooms, little triangle rooms. I can show you how to do that now. Because of the angle it was on, it has to be a room or a floor, so you either have to, you know, draw a triangle like that. Let's undo that. But that's not what I did because, you know, you got walls there. I went to this, just placed that down, scrolled it down a bit, and then moved it into position or rotated it. So if we see like that right there, plop that, and I did that multiple times all the way around. So you could put the outer rim on it. That's how I got that. These were okay because it was already a room. But yeah, along the outside, that was a pain in the backside. And if we zoom in, you can see it's just white all around these outside edges because it's technically this on the inside. Now the columns, I chose different columns for different places, so it's more square here and bigger, holding up this balcony here. And these columns are just for outside decoration. And the problem I have with that is you can see them through the roof, which is I can't get rid of it. I can't make the roof angle a bit steeper, which, you know, it's possible to, you know, if we lower it down to get rid of them so you can barely see it. But the roof is not as straight. Let's undo that. So we have to see them. I don't mind it too much, but you might. For the flooring up here, I chose wood. You know, the elves like to live with nature. So this is just one big roof, this roof. And this roof as well goes all the way across through the middle. But this roof is one long one. And then these are two different ones. I think I could actually shorten that a little bit, but it's got to come all the way over. That's what I wanted in the design. And if we go back to live mode a second, you can see right here, it doesn't meet underneath, which is a shame, but that's the only way I could get it. And it's quite difficult to get these to match up. You know, you got to bring it up until you see it hit white there. And then all I did was I dropped the color onto it. Actually, is that off a bit? It might be off slightly. I don't know. It looks straight though. It's not too much of a problem. Little details, and like I said, the wood is just all natural. And these small details in the windows. But yeah, I had to do these two separate, so when we go into live mode and we come down here, when we're in the room, you don't see the roof on the inside. That's why I have no problem with the live. Someone asked me a question if there was a problem with live mode with the walls like this. You know, the roof being on the second floor. There's a bit of a gap there, and I'm too lazy to fill it in. You might find a few of those. It's not too bad. But yeah, you don't see the roof at all in this view mode. And this is the view mode I like to use anyway. I chose white floors here. Once again, it made it look really nice. I put two lamps here. Some nice doors, different doors here. I thought the white suited the balcony style of the wood natural going around. Now the back, on the design that I chose to not imitate, but take inspiration from, the back is actually glass. And when I was thinking about it, when we have the roof up, let's change the walls. You know, if this was all glass and, you know, it comes up to the second floor, that's going to be a pain in the backside to do with these roofs, and I just didn't want to fiddle around with that too much. That sticks out. That's so crazy. The lamp sticks out. I gotta move that. Let's go into build mode. Can we grab this? Oh no, this is build mode. Let's come down. Let's grab this, and if we press Alt, that's the lowest it can go. Then what happens if I rotate it here? I can place it. You're gonna kid me, aren't you? I bet this is. Oh, you don't see it now. So what we'll do is let's go back down. Let's drop this, and let's stick that. It goes right here, press Alt again and get it so that it's just in view. Just at the right point. There we go. You're getting to see me do a bit of building. So that's going to go there instead. So if we put up the walls, we don't see that. This is a problem, but these are minor, you know, these white bits are minor details I can't get rid of. So up here I chose to do different coloured ones to these ones, just to, you know, make it look a bit different. And this looks like a smiley face. Now my problem is, because this is a roof, the front I chose a big one, but I couldn't put this big one out the back anyway, so I chose to put two little ones. Can't go in there anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then one of these little nubbins there. Another box there. This box is the one that comes down the lowest, but there is a bit of a gap underneath, if we can just get it. Ah, stop it, build mode. There's a bit of a gap underneath anyway. Nice walkway. Your Sims should be able to walk down here. I haven't put any railings on it because, you know, in the original picture it didn't have railings and it looked really nice, and I kind of do like it instead of, you know, the fence is just for this part. There's no stairs coming off here. To get out the back you have to come through the front, and if we go in, actually let's go into night mode first so you can see this. I think it looks so beautiful. You got the light here is actually coming through the door onto the balcony, and then we got lights underneath here, 3 lights there and then 2 here, just to give it a bit of glow. I didn't want any around the sides because, you know, it just makes it a bit more dark, and the ambience from the other lighting is really nice. These lights don't want to be able to go onto the angle here for some reason. I don't know, I didn't really try and rotate. It should automatically snap anyway, but I like them being off to the side. I found it to be really nice, and it makes it look a bit dark on the inside. There's no lighting on the inside yet. And the same over here. I think it looks really nice. Now let's go back into daytime. Let's bring the roof down. Let's talk about this top floor. So if we go to T mode, the stairs, and we're in build mode. That's why it all looks like this still. But I put 2 lights in here because I thought this wasn't white. It looked very greyed out. But this is the only place we can put the stairs, or likewise going the opposite way. And that annoyed me, because it's the angle of the house. I wanted actually stairs coming up into this room and stairs coming up into this room, and then like a kind of balcony coming around on the floor here, going from one room to the other. But it's not possible to put stairs on this angle. They only stick to the, you know, north, south, east and west style, which is a shame. And there's a lighting glitch here with these rooms. They should be the same colour as the outside. If we look on the outside, it's all white and brown, but it's all black. And it's just a lighting glitch. I don't know if it's like that in build mode. But originally this wall was in line with this. And I just moved it up a bit to give it a bit of extra space. So I'm going to class this as a 2-bedroom house with 1 bathroom. I think the bathroom will probably go downstairs. So if we go downstairs, it's just open. I've not made any rooms yet. I'm going to leave that for you guys to decide. It could be very simple. You could just have a room come across here, or maybe a bit further out here. Matching, you know, the doors are there. We could easily do that right now. Just let's say, no, here's the doorway. This is a pain because we can't come out here. you gotta do it on the proper angle. So it'd be there, and then here. So open area, then say maybe a kitchen or whatever. And this is all open anyway. But let's just undo that. It's for you guys to decide how you want to plan that. I wish it could be wider, but this is on the edge of the map. Actually, it's not. I could come over a bit, but it's going to be a pain in the backside to do all that. Really is. It's not easy building a house, guys. I think if we did that one over, it would be the same width anyway, unless we brought it out so it's straight from there all the way down on each side. I like it the way it is. So let's have one final look at the house. I really do like this. I really do. It's been quite tough. Not as tough as my castle, which there'll be a link in the description to that video. But I really do like it. The 2 big trees at the front. I would like to put more trees down, but it's quite hard to show off if you got lots of trees. Let's grab this. Actually, I want to move this tree. I put it out the way so people can see. I want to place it more in. Maybe more back here. There we go. And let's then move this bush a bit more forward and in. Yeah, I kind of like it. I really do like it. I hope you guys like this. I have put a little banister here as well, kind of thing. I chose different styles for the balconies, by the way, you know, just to make them a bit more unique. You see, the top layer is this style, and the bottom layer, these 2, is this. And then, like I said, for the front entrance, just to make it look a bit more elfish, there's that. Oh yeah, one last thing. I also put underneath these for the balconies, you know, it's kind of like, what are they called? If we click on it, what's it called? A corbel. Corbel. It's just like, I don't know, holds it up. It makes it a bit more rigid, so you don't step on the balcony and fall off. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I can't change mailboxes. It's not allowed. I'd like to change it for another mailbox. But yeah. Yeah, I hope you like this. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to watch some more videos, I have a Let's Play. I'm going to be doing another building in my Let's Play. Subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.